Let's roll the dice.
Exactly.
Here we go. 3 2-minute rounds. We're set to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next fight of the evening is in the Tuff-N-Uff Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, making his Tuff-N-Uff debut tonight, fighting out of Gracie Fighter Dojo, Newport Beach, California, Anthony Marzett. His opponent stands across the cage in the red corner, also making his Tuff-N-Uff debut tonight, fighting out of Hybrid Performance, Las Vegas, Nevada, Presley Salas.
I can't believe Salas.
Your referee in
is
charge of the action
135 pounds.
inside the cage is Mark Smith.
Mark Smith, our referee tonight. 3 2-minute rounds is our format. You heard that Presley Salas is fighting out of Performance MMA in Las Vegas. We've got some good friends that train over there. They've got some high-level trainers. But here we go. Can Presley Salas, just a couple of months into his training, put a dent on somebody that's been training for 4 years? Anthony Marzett is wearing the black and the gray trunks, looking for the takedown. He gets it. Presley Salas he was trying to swing his hips out of it, unable to do it. Anthony Marzett ends up in top position. Close guard right now.
With a definition, exclamation point on that, with that first leg kick and then with that takedown, Dave. Powerful young man. But you look at those legs. Salas, he's, able to create some weird angles being that long, but can he get out of this disadvantaged position that he's in right now? Looking for an arm, he's being active with those legs, but still taking some big shots, but he gets back up.
Presley Salas is wearing the state of Texas on his leg. Anthony Marzett is wearing the black and the gray trunks. 3 2-minute rounds. We are halfway through round number 1. Just past the halfway mark. And so far, Anthony Marzett is turning on the offense.
Salas just got kicked into the balls.
Is that what happened?
Yep.
All right.
So Mark Smith, being the veteran referee that he is, recognized that, called a stops and fight. These fighters have up to 5 minutes to recover from a kick to the groin. That looked like it hurt. You can see the grimace on Salas' face. He's breathing deep. He might be adjusting some stuff right now.
Even though we are in the amateur ranks of mixed martial arts, these referees, these judges are some of the best in the game. Mark Smith has obviously been promoted. You may have seen his face in some of the biggest fights that happen in the entire world. He's been fighting, or rather refereeing UFC fights.
Yep.
He is a top-level referee, so they are, of course, looking out for the safety of these fighters, especially young fighters like Presley Salas, who is very new to the sport of mixed martial arts. Make sure he's okay. Addresses both fighters, and we're back on. Here we go.
To keep those kicks up. Touch of the gloves, nice show of showmanship there.
Less
big kick.
Than a minute left here in round number 1.
Good head movement there by Marzett, but he gets caught.
And Presley Salas now turning on a bit of offense. He's got a guillotine choke, but bear in mind that arm is on the wrong side of Anthony Marzett's arm, and if he's going to finish this guillotine choke. So right now, he's basically just stalling right now. If he wanted to finish this choke, you see that left hand of Presley Salas, he'd have to sneak that underneath the chin of Anthony Marzett if he's going to be able to complete that choke.
But doing a good job stalling right there, and in my opinion, this looks like more advantageous for him, like he's going for the choke and scoring more points in the judges. That is in my personal opinion.
Final 10 seconds here of round number 1. It continues to be a blitz of offense, and Anthony Marzett at the very last second gets a takedown, puts an exclamation
Big
point
shout
on
out
it.
to
Excellent
the mayor
round for
of
Anthony
Mesquite,
Marzett.
Mr.
Presley Salas did a nice job there after the
in the
reset.
house, taking care of
Getting
everybody
half
out here
of
for
a
Mayhem
guillotine
in
choke.
Mesquite.
Nothing that was really putting Anthony Marzett in danger, but Anthony Marzett, without a doubt, in my opinion, mounted the better offense in that round, and also there in the very final seconds, it was almost a professional fighter-like move to get that takedown in the final seconds to secure the round in your favor in the judge's
Big
eyes.
exclamation point there at the end of the round. There were 2 big takedowns by Marzett in that round, both like I said, big exclamation points and 2 big leg kicks. I thought that was the most definitive damage and action in that first round. I certainly agree with you and give Marzett that first round, Dave.
Keep in mind, what we just watched was the very first round of action inside of a cage, underneath the lights, in front of a crowd that either of these fighters has ever done. Very impressive stuff. Anthony Marzett is wearing the black and the gray trunks. Presley Salas is wearing the red, white, and the blue and the black. Here we go with round number 2. 2 more minutes on the clock. Presley Salas stands at a towering 6'2" for the 135-pound division.
Nice inside leg kick there by Marzett.
Both
Salas
are
lands
scrappy.
A nice shot there, too. Oh. A little interaction there from Mark Smith, and the fight returns. For a guy who's only been training for about 2.5 months, very impressed with Salas' performance so far, Dave.
He said he started training, and let me repeat this for you, January 1st of 2015. I made a resolution for the new year on that same day and blew it 3 days later. But imagine if you'd kept your resolution. Do you think that you'd be this definitive in anything? I mean, that's amazing. He got taken down there. Anthony Marzett in the top position right now. He's looking for that full mount, but Salas does a nice job of covering up. Just avoided the full mount. It's still very close. If that right knee, or excuse me, the left knee of Salas goes down, Marzett's going to have it, but he does a nice job of dragging that leg back, and Anthony Marzett in half mount as a result of it. So Anthony Marzett still controlling this fight, in my opinion. Round number 2 looks to be his so far. 38 seconds remain. He's trying to posture up. He's got the neck right now, but it's going to be tough if you want to crank a guillotine of some sort from this spot.
Lands a couple big lefts to the back kidney area of Salas right there.
It's possible he could do like an arm neck choke from this spot, but he's really going to have to adjust, and that's some pretty high-level jiu-jitsu.
You know, he's pushing him up against the cage, landing some shots. That's where he's doing some big damage. 10 seconds left in this round. Very dominant is Marzett, but Salas doing a pretty good job to kind of escape and take the back.
Oh, it's Salas now turning the tide. Round number 2 is in the books, but Salas proving that he is a scrappy fighter tonight here in Mesquite, Nevada. Did a nice job turning the tide a little bit. And all of a sudden, we've got ourselves a fight on our hands.
There's no quit in Salas, even though I think he is down currently 2 rounds to nothing. But we can see there, even with 10 seconds left in the round, he still scrambled to try to get a couple shots off. I don't think it won him a round, but it certainly signaled to Marzett that, you know what, you're going to have to beat me if you want to beat me.
And I love that attitude. When it comes to fighters, especially guys that are making their debut in mixed martial arts, it's very easy to step into the cage, get punched in the face a couple of times and go, whoa, this sucks, or whoa, this isn't for me. Turns out that Salas is standing in there, taking some shots. He's only been training in mixed martial arts for the past few months, but he looks like he's been training for the past few years. To his credit, he looks fantastic. Salas is the guy that you see on your screen wearing the red, white, blue, and black. The gentleman that's actually on your screen right now is Anthony Marzett. He is wearing the black and the gray. Round number 3 of 3 is underway. No touch of the gloves. They are set to mix it up almost immediately. Marzett looking for the takedown. He gets it. He's had a lot of success on the ground. Continues to push forward. And what I really liked about that takedown for Marzett is the driving factor. So he pushes for the takedown. He gets it. And then he continues to drive through it to secure that top position. Did an excellent job.
Like a bulldozer, man, just going through.
Absolutely. He's currently in top position right now.
Those long legs of Salas just throwing it up there. As this kid gets better and trains more, man, I worry about other fighters. If he can get his jiu-jitsu game on point, he can create some really interesting angles. And he's creating some problems for Marzett right now, too. Marzett doing the best he can to cause some damage to Salas. But those long legs just create some weird angles that you probably don't see in training very often.
At 135 pounds, when are you ever fighting somebody that is 6'2"? Marzett right now raining down some leather on the face of Salas, doing a nice job of posturing up. He's actually fully on his feet right now. He is landing some shots. You see the distance between where he's throwing that punch and where it's landing. There's a lot of space to pick up speed and power in between where he throws it and where it lands.
I love that Salas is just throwing punches back from his back. You know, they're not causing a lot of damage, but he's not letting Marzett get in there.
No, he's not giving up
without a fight. He's making him work for this fight.
Marzett's not a short 135-pound bantamweight fighter either. He stands at 5'7". He is outmatched in height, but so far in skills, he is proving that he has got what it takes in his debut fight to get the job done.
Marzett's ground game, his wrestling has been on point, and I think has been what has been definitive in for this gentleman to win this fight, these 3 rounds.
And you see how scrappy he is, too. I mean, he is standing there raining down leather. He's sweeping away the hands. He's sweeping away the feet. Lands a final shot there at the end of the fight, not after the bell. Nice, clean fight.
Yep. Beautifully
Done by Anthony Marzett. On our unofficial scorecards, at least mine, Mahoney, and tell me if you agree, I've got it 3-0 for Anthony Marzett.
I certainly do, but that was not an easy 3 rounds for Anthony Marzett. Both these fighters put on a hell of a performance. A lot of skill involved, and considering that Salas, like I said, just been training for just a few months, if he can stay dedicated to the craft, he's got a big future ahead of him. But excellent fight here at the Tuff-N-Uff Fighting Championships tonight. Great fight. That's all I can say. It's a great fight.
Credit to the guys over there at Hybrid Performance Las Vegas. Skip Waugh and MMA Mogul, those guys have actually built something that matters, and especially something like this, a young fighter just a couple of months into training, all of a sudden coming into the cage and showing what they've got. Very impressive stuff early on. Here's the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of war, we have your winner by unanimous decision, the blue corner, Anthony Marzett.
There you have it. Congratulations to Anthony Marzett stepping into the cage for the very first time, and he's got himself a victory to go along with it. And congratulations to Presley Salas as well. Excellent performance from him. We'll be right back live from Mesquite. This is Tuff-N-Uff, the future stars of MMA.